What's up everyone, and welcome back to more Evil Within on AKUMU difficulty. This is my no upgrades, no keys, no damage video walkthrough.
Looks like the asylum's the only building left untouched. How can that be?
And we are on chapter 11, the reunion. Now our first collectible is the key over here, as you can see. I'm not gonna shoot it because my aiming is not as good with no upgrades, as you can tell from the last bit of videos. So just gonna wait for it to come around. Did I mention this music right here is live? I like this music right here. Chapter 11 it's a hard chapter. The first half of the chapter is hard, but once you get used to it, once you get to a base strategy, you're pretty good. First half's hard, the second half is easy, as the city around tears itself apart. Try not to get smashed by the bus. And we're going to be collecting a new weapon to start this chapter. This is a little bit of foreshadowing, so just so you know. They're giving you this specific weapon for a reason. And in this suitcase is the weapon. Can you guess what it is? A Magnum. The best weapon in the game. And we're gonna come up with another collectible. Map Fragment 21. We're very close to completing the set of map fragments we need. There's a total of 28. We only be close. Turn this light off. Okay. Yeah, get here before this wall smashes to death. Like we ain't make it. Sorry. I'll come up here in our first checkpoint. Either gonna be Drew or it's gonna be shotgun rounds or trap parts. It's gonna be a haunted over here we're gonna encounter. We're gonna take him out by burning him and using a shotgun shell. Stay still. Don't worry about it, you get more matches over here. Now I'm going to use a bit of a glitch in the system here. So typically what you would do in this section is take out all the haunted that you see in this section here, like this guy, and so like 4 more haunteds back this way, and grab this key to the other door that'll be locked once you get past that section, and some rifle ammo. But I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to do the quick route. So I'm going to show you the quick route. Take this guy out here, take out this haunted way over here. You don't have to worry about this guy back here because we're never going to come back here. And take out the last 2 haunted here. And be careful when they walk like that because they still can see you. I don't know, they detaching just something weird on AKUMU, so. I was watching the speed run and they did this and I said, hell, why can't I do it? It's a good strategy. It helps you save ammo because you're going to need your ammo once you get further on in the chapter anyway. So, I'm going to collect the rest of this ammo I need. And whatever spawns. It would be some shotgun shells over here. In this chapter, they tend to re-up you of ammo of anything that you need, but the thing that they scarce with is like the matches. So you have to manage your matches to a T. Okay, now this glitch we want to do is over here. Now, pretty much, it's an aim and like run glitch. So you aim at this pipe, try to get your reticle aligned, and then run, and then Sebastian to jump it, and you essentially pass that part. It's a cheat way, but hell, the difficulty makes the Haunter have cheat ways, so I can do one too. And plus it helps me save ammo. We're gonna be coming up on the Shigyu boss. Well, he's not really a boss. Just more like a new enemy type. But it is a creative enemy type. That's the one thing this Evil Within has on a new one. The enemy type, they took their time in this game. The second game, they... See, I'm gonna hold all this information in for when I do like a review. But anyway, we're gonna bring over this key as our next collectible. Do not shoot this thing while you're in the water, because it can fall deep in the water and you will not be able to grab it. So we're going to take it through this tunnel and break it that way. And if you're out of ammo, it's ammo up here just in case. See, I can get up here and shoot it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just bring it through the tunnel. Get your checkpoint. There you go. Here goes the boss. Now, when I first encountered this boss, I didn't know what the hell to do. So obviously, you can tell by this picture here. You can see what to do. Shoot the bodies down. And the boss will come out of the water and grab the bodies, and then give you time to escape to the next section. But I didn't know at the time. Like when I first played this game was scared the shit out of me, man. So shoot him and just haul ass. That's all. Just don't do nothing stupid like getting away, man. That would be real stupid. Now him doing that give you time to get to the next section because he's just gonna flip the car over. I'll show you as I'm moving backwards. Like that. And you can take damage, so be careful with that. So what you want to do on this next section, since there's no bodies around, throw this bottle over here and move to these cars over here in this billboard. While the Shigyo is distracted with the bottle throw. See, when you make it more simple, the boss is not even that hard. But on your first playthrough, you can be scared shitless playing this shit.
Sure as hell don't want to go back in the water anytime soon.
But we're gonna go over here. This is all about matches and your magnum. So we're just gonna use the magnum. But my plan with the magnum is to save it for the next boss. Not the next boss of the chapter, but the quail boss, because that boss is very hard. So we're going to make sure we save ammo for our magnum, so once we get towards the quail. But what you want to do is over here. Set each haunted on fire. You don't have to set everyone. Just set a couple so you can clear yourself a path. You don't have to set him on fire. Because once you typically start in this point, you get rid of all haunteds in the area. I mean, not all haunteds, but the Ruvik clones. Each haunted will die instantly. So that's your main focus in this section. She's going to be chasing me this whole way. Let me try to get her to stop. Don't rush. Take your time. You don't have to rush. Okay, once he's ready. Got him? There you go. Now each haunted is dead. You essentially want to take your time. Do not rush this.
Some kind of fake.
But I think setting the haunteds on fire is the easiest strat, because you don't have to deal with everybody at once. But it's up to you if you want to do that. Like I say, your best bet is to just get rid of the Ruvik clones, because you kill both of them, they get rid of every haunted in the area. So it's really a no-brainer. Make sure you gather all ammo in this area. There will be a bunch of shotgun shells here. There'll be some on this blue card here. And there'll be some back on the floor over here. Right there. So the game essentially wants you to use your shotgun, but you don't have to. And they draining the sniper rounds. And that's really everything for this section. That's the easiest way to get past it. Got 3 trap parts. We're gonna be transported here and grab the next collectibles.
You gotta be kidding. This place is filthy. Is this his doing?
We're gonna have a newspaper and a missing person poster.
Are you all right?
You do realize there would be no one to replace me.
The body of a man with his brain exposed. Now, if you get the trend, the newspapers tell you each boss in the game, from my recollection. So this is telling you about the Shigyo boss in the water that we encountered earlier. He's not a boss to me. He's not. But there's a little bit of backstory on him. Crimson City Police Inspector Arnold Brown claimed to be holding important evidence in an unsolved case before his disappearance. Before he disappeared. Inspector Brown. Well, I really encourage you getting a collectible in this game, because it gives you backstory on everything you need to know. And it gives you the backstory of Sebastian with the journal entries, indicating a hint to the next game. And plus, you do get weapons if you collect this stuff, so I highly recommend doing it. Okay, now this section is, it was hard at first, but I think I found out a good route in order to complete it very quickly. So we're gonna take out that guy with a sniper rifle round first. Come over here, destroy these boxes, and get them out the way. And take out this next guy here. He don't even know we're here. He waiting for us to come over there, but we're gonna abruptly make his life an end. Those bot spawns are kind of random. So, but anyway, we're gonna have like a spawn of 4 or 5 enemies out of this yellow door here. They're not gonna come at one time. They're gonna come like 3 at a time. So, and we got a sniper up here. He's essentially waiting for us to get over there, but he doesn't actually poke his head up into the second spawn of enemies. So we're pretty cool there. But anyway, I'm gonna teach you how to get past them very quickly. Take out our freeze boat, and we're gonna take out 2 haunters with a freeze boat, and one I'm gonna go get the dynamite. Well, we got one. The other guy sometimes does his thing. So take him out like that. Let him down, throw his dynamite. Get these off the cliff. You have to improvise. The game sometimes does bullshit. That's cool. So the next section, we're going to shock both the next 3 coming up. Set them on fire. Wait for the sniper to come up. Take him out. Now I'm gonna have 2 dynamite haunted and 1 regular haunted. So we're gonna wait for the dynamite haunted to get over here along with the regular haunted. Shoot him down. And wait for him to explode them. Let me step back some. And take out the other guy. And rinse and repeat. Now we gotta hope that our shotgun shells will last us enough, even though because of the bullshit that happened earlier with the freeze belt. So we're gonna have a guy with a fast gun and a guy with an arrow. So you essentially burn both of them and just rinse and repeat. We're gonna be all the shotgun shells around here. Now I'm gonna pull out our grenades and get rid of the last guy. Sebastian had the tendency to do that. Now we just wait for him, anticipate the throw. It takes 2 grenades to kill him. And that's it. Hope this ain't bad. I knew Ben was gonna call me. Yeah. I'm down. Alright. Alright, man. Alright, man. But essentially, that's that section down. I mean, completed. Only thing that I didn't like about the section is that my freeze boat didn't get the 2 haunted earlier. But it's alright. We ain't gonna need the shotgun anyway on the upcoming section anyway. Only thing we really need is our pistol, our magnum, and our agony crossbow. So let's go gather whatever is left. And we got 3 sniper rounds, which is good. We're gonna encounter another sniper guy up there. You don't see him now, but once I get a checkpoint, you will see him. So let's go ahead over here. Let's see if some goo up there. No gel up there. Okay. Now we're on to the next section. Now if I get the checkpoint, you will see the guy over here now. Like so. Just take him out. We're gonna grab ourselves some trap parts down here. Be careful, don't do it the way I just did it there, because Sebastian can roll into this trap right here. We're gonna take these bear traps. But it's also bombs over here, so you have to be careful. Let's get rid of that. Okay, let me destroy these first. Okay, now let me tell you about this section here. This section, we're gonna get our first look at the iron mask, guys. The haunted with the iron mask, meaning bullets ricochet off their mask when you shoot. So you get no headshots on them unless I believe it's from like an armor piercing sniper rifle. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And you're gonna get those. You're gonna get 2 of those enemies along with 4 or 5 haunted. But you don't have to worry about that, because we're not gonna face any of those enemies. What we're gonna do is use our agony crossbow and flash bolt every enemy in sight. Because once I start this machine, we're gonna get our 2 iron masks haunted, and they'll be carrying MP5s, which is a bad idea, by the way. I'm gonna essentially try to attract each haunted on me and try to lure them in here and get through that door. Flash bolt the guy with the iron mask and get up the ladder, and flash bolt the other guy. Once we get up here, we get a checkpoint. But the haunted can cut you off here, so if you go through that door, they'll go around very quickly and get you before you reach the ladder. So my goal is to try to get there before they even put their hands on me or either kick me. Everything doesn't turn out to fruition sometimes. They're already going down the ladder. Try to grab me already. Let's bow him, get up the ladder as quickly as we can. Flash bolt, don't worry about it, just go up into the checkpoint and we get out of here. Checkpoint, we don't have to worry about him no more. Okay, let me get my here. Okay, now I have to explain this section. Now, this section, we're going to use our pistol, our magnum, and our crossbow. It's the only thing we need to use. I might improvise using explosives if I don't have enough ammo at the time. Just because it's a no upgrade run, Sebastian tends to not hit his targets. So you have to improvise. There's really no strategy, but you're going to get 2 haunteds on the left, a haunted coming up top on the left, and jump down, and you get 2 iron mask haunteds in this area. Now you get about 3 with machine guns. But some of them be closer to the ledge that you see in front of me here, and they can fall off. I'm going to give you an example once I start this. And essentially, there you're going to have haunted throwing Molotovs. You can get rid of them. You can get rid of 75% of them with the quickness. The other ones you can't. But I'm going to hopefully try to help you get through it. This section is very precise. So I'm going to take this guy out first. That's good timing so far. It's gonna be a haunted up here with a Molotov. We gotta take him out. Take him out first. Make him your main priority. See the bullet ricochet off his mask? What I'm suffering from is, my controller analog moves by itself. I really can't do nothing about that until I get a new controller. So if you see my reticle moving out of whack, that's my controller playing part into that. Barrel. We got both of them down good timing. So this is good timing so far. Okay, we got one down. There we go. Okay, he's done. And that's essentially this section. You have to be very precise when doing this section, because everything comes at you at once. You want to give like a 5-second time span to prepare. But it can be very intimidating. But if you follow that tactic, you should do it. So let's recap this section. If you having trouble with it, like I had trouble with it, you have 2 haunters that start you off. You can shoot each haunted. Shoot one off the ledge, and you shoot the barrel right behind the one that comes right after him. And then after that, you'll have a haunted with a Molotov following you on this yellow beam over here. Shoot him, make him your first priority, because if they throw Molotovs at you, you will die. Shoot them off first and get the 2 haunted that spawn here. Shoot them off the cliff. And then your next section will be the haunted that jumps down with the iron mask with the machine gun. Shoot him, he falls off the cliff. And then your next section, you will have a barrel over here. You shoot the barrel first as the haunted start to spawn. And they both, and one should run into the barrel and make it roll down this path this way and hitting the other haunted as he jumps down. And then you use your explosive round to get rid of the Molotov guy on the ground and knock the other guys that's back here out of whack. And then you use your Molotov, not your Molotov, your Magnum, to get rid of the 2 haunteds up here, the one with the machine gun and the one with the Molotov up top. And then you have a haunted up here who throws axes, so you just shoot the barrel, takes him out instantly. And then you should have the final haunted here, the one you see me take out last. Shoot the barrels and get rid of him. It sounds simple, but it'll take you some time to get back. But following that path, you should be good. But anyway, that's that section completed. Okay, so what you don't want to do is just automatically drop down, because you see that over there? We have Magnum ammo. So what we're going to do is run over here and jump and grab this free Magnum ammo, because we're going to need it for later on in the game. You won't probably see me use the Magnum until we reach the Quail boss anyway. That's Map Fragment 22. And we're going to get our next checkpoint once we get through here. And that's the hardest part of the game. The hardest part of this chapter is completely done. Okay, now, this is where our next collectible is. Going in this area, you will completely gloss over this. You wouldn't even expect it. But if you come over here to this pop machine here, you're going to get some goo, and you're going to get a key. That's essentially your next collectible. And if you keep pushing it, you're also going to get a bomb. And it's your choice if you want to disarm it for parts or not. Like so. And to stop these bombs from beeping, you crouch. Just so you know. You don't stand up. If you stand up, it starts to blink. And don't forget, you can also freeze them, but that's up to you. You can freeze the bombs and gather the parts that way. But since I didn't go into disarming the bomb, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to die. Essentially, to disarm the bomb, there would be like a timer, like a clock hand, for example. And there would be a red circle and a blue line within the red circle. And what you do is to get the dial, like the clock hand, to go inside the blue circle, the blue line inside the red circle, and that disarms the bomb. And you get free parts. But I'm not going to be doing that because I don't want to die. So, I mean, if I'm you, I would test it out because you get a checkpoint. But since this is a walkthrough, I'm not going to do it. And we're gonna get our next collectible over here. You know the drill. A journal entry. And this journal will be telling you about Sebastian's wife, Myra. And the incident that happened with Lily. So I highly encourage you getting those collectibles so you can know the story of why Sebastian is the way he is.
What the? Back here again.
There's nothing here this time, but next time there will be. This is just like a section if you were to upgrade or anything like that, you can.
Have you
But
forgotten
you know I'm not going to do that.
something?
So there's no newspaper yet, or there's no missing poster, no missing person poster. You can upgrade your health and whatever, but your matches, your ammo, your harpoon boats, whatever. That's up to you. Your locker keys, you should have about 30 something at this point. You can use them up to this point if you want to, but I'm not. So let's go back to this section. And you're gonna get matches and ammo over here anyway. Even though it's a limited amount, but you still get some. Some is better than none. It's the same thing with this pop machine here, but you don't get no key, you get green gel and a bomb. And you got the ammo over here. So let's reload. But you get 3 green gels, and then the next one would be a bomb. So remember, you got a checkpoint. It's your choice of whether you want to get it or not. You're gonna come over here. Gonna be some rifle ammo over here.
Kidman?
Some matches back here, and it would be some green gel back here. That's it. Nothing else in this room. On the other difficulties, I might think you get like a trap part or something and some green gel. This section we ain't gonna do nothing but use our pistol. That's it. We're gonna get our checkpoint.
Better get over there.
Okay, now let me explain this part. Now, when you jump on these crates, I hate calling him a boss because he's not a boss. Well, I'm just say the monster for this chapter. We're gonna encounter the monster for this chapter. I've been doing our whole chapter. But if you jump, you get some sort of glitch. We're not gonna go out. They baiting us, as you can see him in the water. If you jump sometimes, you automatically get glitched inside this white van here. So what you want to do is jump and aim. That's the only thing I can see that's reasonable. So as soon as I land, I aim. I don't want to fall in. Then I wait for this trap door to open. Jump over. Swim through. And that's essentially the hardest. Well, it ain't really hard. It just cheap. And get our checkpoint once we get around the corner. And as you can imagine when I first got to this section, I thought it was bullshit that I couldn't move and he was coming this way. You're gonna get a haunted that shoots his board, but you can get the Shigyo to grab him and grab this enemy here. So you're gonna shoot him off. Wait for a second. Shoot him. Now go. get to the trapdoor, and you'll be good. So encountering this monster in this chapter is not really hard at all in the least bit. When you first play it, like if you haven't watched no videos on it yet, you'll be scared. But since the game been out so long, people know what to do. So what I'm going to do is, since I don't have no shock bolts, because that's what you need on this section here, because we're going to encounter at least about 6 or 7 haunted in this section. You're going to use your shock bolt to get rid of all of them using one shock bolt in one match. So pay attention to my lead. Nothing here. Alright, so we're going to round them up over here. Wait for them to get a little close. Shock bolt. Get out of the corner. I don't know why is it not taking out everybody. I guess it's doing that because I'm recording. I guess I'll chop it up to that. I'll wait for him to swing or do whatever he's gonna do. Now he don't want to do it. He'll wait time aiming. That's where he fucked up at, asshole. Get this trap part.
If you hadn't come along.
Save it for later. There are probably more of them around.
Look out!
Kim is gonna shoot these guys, so let me disarm this trap while I got time. This guy rushing on me. Now this guy want to jump by because I disarmed the trap. If I didn't disarm the trap, he wouldn't have came over here. Hopefully Kidman took care of this guy. Well, we fine. I didn't have to do too much. But if them guys decide to chase you, what you want to do is grab a bottle, have a bottle on hand, loop them around this file cabinet, and get them both over there, and throw the bottle right here. But let me step back and throw it, so I don't want to. Okay, we're gonna have another guy with another haunted with a machine gun. So wait for him to stop shooting. Run over to him. Stop gunning and burning. And that's it for this section. Like I say, man, this section of the game is not hard at all. It's just that sometimes it's very cheap. That's the theme of the game so far. Like, things in the game are very cheap. But anyway, we're gonna want to ding this, well not ding, but hit this button on the elevator, and we're gonna get our next collectible. And it's another key. Come down some green gel and a match.
I'm so glad you're all right. Ever since the church,
You were at the church?
Yeah, Joseph and I. He's in bad shape, or at least he was when I last saw him.
What about the boy from the hospital? Leslie?
I found him in a cage. He freaked and ran, though.
The chapter is almost over. We're gonna be coming up on another cheap section. I feel like saying cheap diminishes the game. It doesn't, but it's just cheap ways for the game to pad the body count on you. I'll show you coming up.
I think we've all been seeing strange things.
As you can see back there,
Nosebleeds, headaches.
No. Why?
Joseph
it's a map
knows.
fragment.
It's like he was turning into one of those things.
Maybe it doesn't affect everybody.
Map fragment 23. I don't think it'd really be stuff in there, in that crate there, but I just hit it anyway. Now this section coming up, we're gonna be in the room with flammable gas, and we cannot use our weapons besides our crossbow. But we're not gonna need to use any weapons besides our crossbow.
What is this? Did you shoot me?
You started turning into a monster. You attacked me. I'm sorry, but you're tainted now. You might try to stop me through you.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Kidman.
Shit. Shit. Shit.
There's nothing in this room, by the way.
Get it open. Get it open. Get it open.
Leslie? Leslie, is that you? Leslie?
And as you can see,
I'm getting tired of playing games.
flammable gas. Yes, so there will be no shooting guns, nothing. But only thing you can use is your crossbow. And as you can see, we're dealing with these machines here. He's baiting me up there. I ain't taking that bait. And by the way, these enemies only spawn on AKUMU mode. And there's 3 of them, by the way. And they're all cheap. And these 2 are just stuck back here, man. Try to get over here fast. Okay. Now we have to deal with that, but as you can see, that is AKUMU mode for you. These machines ain't here on AKUMU. They only here on AKUMU mode. Nowhere else. So you play on Nightmare, Casual, Normal, they're not here. So we're gonna have enemies during this section. So as you can see, he has dynamite in his hand. And as a result from flammable gas, I don't have to explain what that does. But the plan is for them not to see us and to get them with a sneak attack. Because if they see you, they will not run after you. When they see you, it'll be an automatic cutscene where they light the dynamite and everything explodes. So we're going to take each guy out with stealth. Let's go get the key card while we're waiting for the other guy. Don't follow him because he's going to turn back around, so we're just going to wait for him to turn around and get him back that way. And that's the only 2 enemies you have to worry about in this section. Well, that's not entirely true, but you see these haunted over here in this fence over here. So if you don't have no flash bolts, you're going to have no choice but to turn off this gas. And when you even touch the gas, when you turn the valve for a second time, it'll be 3 haunted. These 3 haunted here will come out of this gate and start attacking you. But what this valve does is turn off the flammable gas, meaning you can use your weapon. But we ain't gonna do that because we don't need the extra headache. So we're just gonna go over here, use the key card and get out of here. But it's not that simple too. Once we use this key card, we're gonna encounter 4 haunted. That's what the flash boat is for. We're gonna flash boat them and get up out of here. So here we go. We don't have to bother with the headache. And I believe if you don't kill those guys with the dynamite and you swap that key card, I think it automatically cuts to a cutscene. Oh, it don't matter because we get a checkpoint once we get down here anyway. We're gonna come in here and grab the few remaining collectibles of the chapter. I'm talking about the cop who went missing.
Feeling better now?
Yep, I'm feeling much better now that the chapter's over with. Oh, man, we coming up on the end of the chapter, so it's been a nice chapter. Pretty cheap, but overall nice. And we get extra ammo. So if you go in here, you want to get some trap parts and some ammo. So you want to crouch, grab that, and grab all this ammo here. And that's everything in this chapter besides one last thing. For this, we're going to take the sniper rifle out. And as you can see, these 2 fucking cranes here. Over here. Now you will keep going like it's just like your first playthrough or like your second or something. Without looking up a video, you wouldn't notice that if you look up, you can see that small item hanging up there. And if you zoom in closer, it's a statue with a key inside. So we're gonna shoot the statue down. And once we get way over there, that's going to be our last collectible of the chapter. Now, if you want to come in here, what I recommend doing is coming in here and grabbing a green gel. But as you can see, it's matches on that table over there, on that stool there. Now, if you go down there, it'll be a haunted in this locker right here. And he'll come out with a dynamite. And he'll bust out the locker once you get close. So what I recommend doing is shotgunning him and getting the matches and run. And let him light his dynamite and you just hide somewhere. Or just keep outlasting him until the dynamite explodes. But only do that if you need matches. If you don't need them, like I got the match which is 5, I don't need them. So I'm not even going to bother going over there. And that's the end of this chapter. No more collectibles. The mission is complete. So we're gonna come over here and gather this green gel and this key. But since we're on the end of this chapter, man, I'll like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough, even though it was some cheap ways, some cheap deaths, but it's cool. All fair in Lovin's war. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get here. We're gonna go get a cutscene, and that'll be the end of the video. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.